Well, he couldn't. I mean, he was already old at the time, so he kind of couldn't really learn the Jedi ways that early on.
I don't know. I don't.
We'll get to Rey. We'll get to Rey in a second. Okay.
I understand your point, but I hope he doesn't keep it.
Let's just move on to Han.
I don't want to talk about this. When he came on the ship, that was like my first tearing up. Mm-hmm. When he walked in there with you, I was like,
yeah.
I guess we can include the Millennium Falcon in this conversation because that's
one of the same, dude.
That's part of it. For me, I think besides the a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, when they were running, and she's like, that ship. That one's a piece of junk.
Yeah.
Ship blows up. We're taking the piece of junk.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like,
garbage will work.
I'm sitting there like, yes, yes, yeah. And then it turns around and they have that little bit of music.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
dude, I had no idea what ship was
I
there.
didn't know
when they went to it, I was like, yes, yes.
I love it. Like, what about that one? That ship's garbage. Garbage will work. This is great.
They beat the hell out of the Falcon. But
anyway. Oh, I know. But
yeah.
But I love that fight. I love that.
Yes.
That fight sequence where Rey, they're learning how to fly the Millennium Falcon, and in order to destroy the last TIE fighter, just flips it up. Boom! Loved it.
I fell in love. I mean, I already liked her character. I thought she was really endearing, but I loved her character when she pulled out the switch and Han said,
"We are going to get to Rey."
I know, but I want to comment. It's the Millennium Falcon. I'm sorry.
Fine, go.
I'm so excited.
We're gonna get.
I can hold it in. I will hold it in.
Clearly, we're putting a spoiler out there right now. Hasbro, I want this fucking figure, by the way. Okay, thank you.
The other one.
Put some Rey merchandise on the fucking shelf.
We also got to get to Kylo at some point too. We haven't gotten there.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters.
Yeah, there is. But yeah, I mean, Han, man, that was It was cool to follow him the entire movie, you know, and I like how he kind of played the father figure to everyone without wanting to play the father figure to anyone. Mm-hmm. And it was, I loved it. You know, he seemed grizzled, he seemed tired, and he seemed relieved whenever he found the Millennium Falcon, and that was so cool. But I love how he's still up to his old ways.
No, I love it too.
He just went back to being a smuggler.
Yeah, and so you've got those other groups, and he's like, guys, I didn't take money from them. Don't worry about it. And then they show up. Look, hey, I'm glad you're here.
Have I ever failed you? Yes.
Twice.
When
was the second one? You know, it was so great. I just
a bigger ship too.
There was kind of a similarity between Finn at the beginning, where he just, I want to do this and go.
Yeah.
With Han Solo back then, where it was like, yeah, I'll take you here and then I'm out of here.
Yes.
Where's my money? I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, he had his debts to pay.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he got stuck there and ended up going through this whole thing just like Finn, who got stuck for other reasons, but he was like, I want to do this and go to the Outer Rim.
I saw that similarity too. Actually, I was going to comment on that earlier when we were talking about Finn, but there were certain elements of the film when he was like, I want to go, that reminded me of Han Solo.
And just gotta talk about the emotion. I mean, we got to. Whenever, I mean, first, whenever you have Leia, and Leia says, you know, go find our son, bring him home, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna happen. And then like we're
gonna segue to Leia. Right
when he's standing there at the bridge and he sees his son walk by, and you see that look of, you know, consideration of maybe I should just let him go, maybe I shouldn't. He is my son. Let me go talk to him. And he goes and talks to him, and the first word out of his mouth, Ben. Like, oh, his name is Ben too. Like, oh no. And then when he says that, you know, he wants to help him, you know, come back to us, and he says, I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I can do it. Can you help me? And he, not knowing what it is, of course says yes to his son. And then that's his demise.
Well, as soon as they panned out and they showed that long, skinny bridge, I knew Han Solo was going to die.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so upset. I didn't even need to see them interact with each other to get upset. I saw that bridge and I was like, fuck this movie. I am leaving.
Shoot, whenever Leia was like, you know, I've always hated you leaving, hated watching you leave, and I'm like, that means he's dying. He's never coming back. They're
Yeah,
not going to pull a Hawkeye.
I
He's
wasn't
going to
trying
die.
to read into it. I didn't know he was going to die until he started struggling
Yeah.
with Ben with the
Yep.
lightsaber. And I was
Well,
like, no, don't do it.
They played with you so well because I was like, he's gonna die, and
Yep.
then he walks over to him, and then they have that light, that white light
Yes.
shining on
Yes.
Ben's face, not Kylo Ren, on Ben's face with tears in his eyes, and he has this look of, Father, please help me. I'm so lost, and I don't know what I'm doing. And I had a moment where I was like, is he gonna be a good guy now? I mean, they had me fooled, and I'm skeptical.
I was at least hoping he would spare him.
Yeah. But I didn't think that.
Well,
I didn't think he was going to become a good guy. I didn't even see the tears streaming down his face.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
they weren't streaming, but you could see the tears in his eyes. Adam Driver did a really good
He did
job.
a fantastic
He
job.
did a really, really good
We'll
job.
get to him in a second.
But
too.
But when he wouldn't let go of the lightsaber, that's when I was like, oh no.
and then
Here
the
it
light,
goes.
and then you saw the light change from that white light back
Yes.
to the red light, and
Yeah.
he was. And
Well, they sure didn't leave it open for anything where Han could possibly.
Yeah.
There's
Somebody
no
was like-
way possible.
Somebody's got it, like a friend of mine was like, I have a theory. He's still alive. And I'm like, that's
You're
a
so-
long fall, buddy. That's a really long fall.
Also, the planet blew up. So,
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is that, I mean, a long time ago, this is well reported, Harrison Ford wanted his character to die in Empire Strikes Back, but George Lucas didn't want to do that.
That's why they froze him in the carbon.
Which is, yeah, exactly. I think in order to bring back Harrison Ford, JJ probably had to tell him, look, we want you back. We are going to kill off Han Solo.
Here's a bunch
And
of
then,
money.
here's a bunch of money, go for it, and that probably was what convinced Harrison Ford to come back. And honestly, if he had died at the end of Empire, I don't think it would have been as big of a deal as now.
Yeah.
This is a major death in the Star Wars universe. This is the original 3, you know?
That's that whole passing the torch thing.
Yes.
it was honest.
Because someone had to get the Falcon,
Mhm.
which we already talked about, but you can't have two pilots.
Yeah.
So,
It was hard for me. I mean, realistically, obviously now it's easy to see that they would kill off one of the original characters, but I had a difficult time accepting that they would on an emotional level.
Yeah.
Especially Han Solo, because he was my favorite as a kid. I wanted to be Han Solo.
I wanted to be Luke. I
wanted-
loved Luke.
I want
Well,
to be Darth.
Okay, we're all going to miss Han, but let's move on to another main character in the movie, Constable Zuvio. Who I bought this fucking figure, Hasbro, and this figure was not in the goddamn movie. Fuck you.
Just bring that down
Just-
for a second.
So we'll
Calm down.
just leave it at that.
It's not about.
Why
the
do we
character.
not see Constable Zuvio at all?
Why
Anyway,
did we need to?
Okay. Let's talk about them stormtroopers.
the
I like that the
stormtroopers were
stormtroopers
badass.
can actually shoot people and hit them.
Yes.
Well,
You
well, they can
screwed it
actually
up,
see
dude.
out of their helmets now.
Yes.
Their eyes are closer together now.
I
But
like the design change a lot.
Yes, very clean.
the whole thing that Kat said about Finn earlier, where he didn't fit into that kind of world, he just wanted to get away from it. These guys are ruthless.
Yeah.
But this is what they've been bred
Yeah,
to do.
these stormtroopers. I mean,
They
you
know
had
nothing
you
else.
have stormtroopers before that were just military. These guys are murderers.
Well,
And they don't know anything
Well,
else. That's it.
I want to make a comment. The scene where General Hux, I think is his name.
Yes.
Yes.
General
yes,
Hux
yes.
is talking and he's addressing the troops. I leaned over to my friends and I said, "Hello, Nazi Germany."
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Pretty
that's
much.
what it's supposed to symbolize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that
Yeah.
Nazi German.
Well, I mean, it was such a clear
yeah.
portrayal of the Nazi Germany propaganda that I've seen, and they're scarier. I think they're scarier in
Yeah.
The Force Awakens
I
than they
caught
were
that.
in the original
I have
trilogy.
expected them to call the super laser the final solution at some point.
Yeah.
Considering that motherfucker blew up 5 planets at one time.
That thing is much bigger.
Well, yeah.
Much
Yeah.
better than the Death Star. Yeah. When you can actually build an environment on top of that planet, that's crazy.
Well, Kat's right. The stormtroopers are terrifying. In
Yes.
this one. They are accurate. They are bloodthirsty. There's definitely not that faceless aspect, even though they still don't have faces. We were getting different tones of voice.
Yeah.
Female stormtroopers, that was a
Yeah.
huge one. They were all varying heights and everything. So
When they all yelled out "traitor" at Finn.
oh my god.
Like how you knew that was Finn, by the way, and then they all just were like "traitor, traitor.
Well,
You
they
know,
probably
like
putting his face up
awesome.
everywhere. They probably was like, look, if you see this guy, kill him.
yeah,
But yeah, the stormtroopers were definitely more capable in this movie. They were on like Attack of the Clones level when the clones came out, just like Marine style.
yeah.
These guys, they're not, but they don't have that faceless aspect. You're terrified because these are actual people who will fucking kill you. So yeah, the stormtroopers and all the varying designs of them, I love. The flame storm, the flame snow, and then they had like the heavy assault ones. They had like
this guy with his little.
Yeah, that just throws down the shield. It's like, keep the fucking shield, dude.
He doesn't need it. He's got his weird lightsaber thing.
They did have quite the battle.
Which is awesome that they are now lightsaber ready.
Yes.
You know, like, that's new.
So we've dealt with these things called lightsabers, so we came up with these.
Yeah. Like, the First Order is out to kill the Jedi. It's
Just
not like
in
the
case.
Empire, where the Empire's like, oh, you know, they had that hubris. The First Order is going to kill Jedi.
Yeah, let's face it. The episode 3 through 6, those stormtroopers had it too easy.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody just was scared of them. It's like, hey, we're in the stormtrooper. Nobody's gonna screw with us.
The most you ever saw a stormtrooper kill anybody was that opening scene in A New Hope.
Yeah.
That's it. Done. Movie.
We just run out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I love that opening scene too, where you see them in the ship and they're just getting ready. They're just like the lights flickering and they're getting. Oh man, that was so cool.
Well, I mean, think about the fact that in the 3 through 6, the stormtroopers had been a part of the strongest military unit in the galaxy.
Exactly.
Like they didn't have anything to worry about. And then after Luke took down the Empire, the First Order rose up from the Empire, and they already lost. So they had more to lose. They had to be tougher, stronger, meaner, badder, faster.
They had to be an army.
They had to prove themselves.
Yeah.
And damn it, they did.
They did. Man, that first when they're killing everyone on Jakku.
And Finn
Damn.
was terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, Finn, like you said about Finn's fear, but he was afraid of them, of the First Order.
Oh yeah.
He's already seen what they're capable of.
I love that's his first battle too. By the way, like that's your first
That's
one.
what happens.
Like your first battle, you go over and you
That's
see your
some
buddy
suckers.
die, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. What the hell did you think was gonna happen, buddy?
Well,
Right.
I bet he'd always been an outcast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, he'd always struggled. But even though they said he'd never had a prior offense, I mean,
Internally he could have.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Leia, General Leia, to be precise.
There wasn't much to Leia.
There wasn't much to her. Go ahead.
Leia was probably I still liked her, but she was my least favorite character in the movie.
Yeah, I'll agree. She's almost forgettable in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know
there
like
were
you had
small
to have
elements
her.
I liked with her though.
I did too.
I think, yeah,
I liked her, like her and Han. You know, that was nice to see again. And I guess her being a general, and then I guess whenever Finn shows up, and
they've
she's
clearly
like,
been
I really
separated
need.
a while, by the way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, and
That
whenever,
part kind of broke my heart a little bit.
I
was
know.
like, oh, they didn't have the storybook ending.
no,
They kind of just drifted apart.
they did at first, but when Kylo turns, that's whenever everything went away. But it's, you know, I liked the whole dynamic of she's a mother blaming herself for things she could not control. I liked that aspect of it because whenever she's saying how, you know, it's her fault because she let Kylo go, or like she basically like sent Kylo away to train with Luke or something like that, and it was Snoke that influenced him. You know, it's
We
not
need
something
some
she could have
backstory on that.
controlled.
Yeah, I definitely.
We're gonna move to Kylo, but
Well, I think a lot of people think that there might be flashbacks in the next movie, and I want to go ahead and say Star Wars is not, they don't do flashbacks, all right? This was the first time that they ever did a force back, and the degree that they did with Rey. So I wouldn't expect any sort of flashbacks to be coming.
I hope they'll clean it up well.
I want to comment real quick. Her pushing Han to go get Ben irritated me, and I'm biased because he died, and I like Han Solo, and she was just trying to act as a mom, trying to get Han to reach out to Ben. But I wondered why she didn't try. Why she didn't try to get in touch with him.
No, she was general and everything. She's trying to run all this.
She had troops to run.
Yeah, I almost wonder if she was afraid of
The
him.
troops probably wouldn't. The troops.
Good point.
Well,
I think she was afraid of him.
There may be a point. I mean, I could see her saying this like, okay, this happened then, and our family split apart. So, Han, go get our son and bring him home.
Yeah.
Bring the family back together.
Mhm.
So that's kind of, plus, I mean, again, she is a general. She's running a base, whatever. She just can't up and leave.
Right.
But other than that part, she played a pretty good Mon Mothma.
The only thing that bothered me, the only other female in
Good
Star Wars.
God.
Okay, here's my thing though, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Han and Leia know who that child is. Okay?
I don't think.
I don't think Han did.
I think
Leia
Han did because he was
maybe.
immediately drawn to her,
I don't think Han.
and
did.
I
disagree
think
with
they were
you.
keeping a secret when they blew up Starkiller Base and everybody's celebrating. Everybody runs past. How the hell does Rey know who Leia is and everything? They just walk up and embrace. She knows that
They'd
child.
already been around each other.
No,
What?
they hadn't. They had. That
Yeah.
was the first time.
What?
Because Rey had been
Rey had been
captured.
captured.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They walked up
I
out of that
think-
full crowd. She saw Rey walk directly over to her, and they hugged. She
I don't-
didn't
I
know
don't-
who
I
that
don't-
Wait,
I
child
when
don't
she
is.
got off Millennium
I
Falcon?
don't think she knew who Rey was.
I think
she knew.
I think Leia is Force sensitive.
clearly because she
Yes,
felt Han's
she
death.
is.
Yeah, she is. Well,
Which also
we
brings me
already
up to,
knew.
okay, if she's that Force sensitive though, how much did she have some training that we need to know?
I
about?
actually was thinking about that. I was
Mhm.
wondering, like, if she has a confrontation with Kylo, will she, like, be able to stop him in a way?
That would be amazing to watch, though.
Right?
I want to see her be like, you killed your pops, you're my child, but I put you down, and all of a sudden, chink chink, here comes a lightsaber.
Well, they
No, I wouldn't see that. I could see her just stopping him with the Force. Kind of like how Kylo would just, like, be
I could-
stopped, or, like, would stop other people by
I
throwing
could-
their arm back.
I could see her pulling out a lightsaber. Because at the end of
She put some light in that.
Return of the Jedi, they talk about Leia being trained as a Jedi. They foreshadow it. They said Darth Vader and Luke are talking about Leia being trained in the.
Yeah, when they were
Force.
having the battle. And
Right,
all that
right.
stuff, but
I was thinking about something else, and it's so far-fetched, all right? Like, this is just completely out of left field, probably will never happen. But what a twist would it be if she was actually Snoke?
damn, fuck you.
Oh my God!
Right in my feels. I'm like, no, Mama, no.
You see her first confrontation with Kylo, and it's like you're like, yeah, it's on, it's gonna happen. And then Kylo just bows. It's like, no.
That'd be like BB-8 turned out to be the Emperor or whatever. I think that her and Han knew more about Rey than they were letting on. Because Han just seemed a little too drawn to Rey. He almost had this look like every time they had a scene together, he was like he had that look of like, holy shit,
Well,
that's Luke's
I don't
kid.
think she knew.
She was left on Jakku by someone because in that Force flashback or whatever,
Mhm.
there's someone holding her hand. You don't know who it is, and she sees the ship flying away.
Yeah, well, I think the one that's holding her hand might be that one, like, merchant guy, because it's like that gruff voice is like, come on, go,
Maybe
child."
it's Zuvio, who we didn't. Maybe that was his scene.
That
in the movie.
actually
Anyway.
could have been Zuvio.
All right, so
Well, I guess are we on Kylo or
let's
Rey?
get to Kylo. Let's get to
Okay,
Kylo,
'cause-
and we'll move on to Rey.
God,
I
you
wanna-
guys keep talking about that freaking, like, moment where she's left, and I'm like, I want to get to that.
We're gonna get
Okay, I want to comment real quick. Disney will not let Leia be a villain
Oh,
because
no way.
she's a Disney princess now, and she's more marketable as a good guy.
That's
Oh,
true.
damn.
That is true.
Damn.
She
Except,
is safe. She is
except,
safe
man,
on the dark side.
Can we cut? And this is messed up to say, but damn, like, Carrie, you didn't need the plastic surgery. All right, like, I don't know what happened to your jaw, like,
She's old.
yeah, but she didn't.
I think it's Botox. I think she got a lot of Botox.
I think that's what it was too, because she was just like, it's been a while since I've seen you, and I'm like, oh, Carrie,
that's what Botox does.
like, you didn't need that.
It's hard to age in Hollywood.
I know.
All
They're
right.
really rough on